Hi, in this video we're going to go over the using foam roller for your recovery and restoration. Stay tuned. First one, we're going to start working on our glutes. Very easy, sit on a foam roller with your weight evenly distributed between your both cheeks and just roll from the bottom of the cheeks to the top of the buttocks. Okay? You can support yourself like so, or keep your hands off the floor. Both variations are fine. Try to find any hot spots in the area that you work on and just work on that area a little bit more. Distribute the weight on one side more than the other one and do the same rolling technique again. About 7 repetitions. Just try to loosen up this area. Obviously switch sides, do the same thing again. In my case, I'm rolling my right buttocks back and forth from the top to the back. Make sure you're not going to go on the side of the hip, you still have to stay on the glute area. Okay, next one we're going to go a little bit lower. Our hamstring, back side of our thighs, of our legs, and from the back side of our knees all the way to the buttocks. We're going to roll back and forth. You can keep your butt off the floor or on the floor, whatever the level of your condition will allow you to do. And again, rolling patterns back and forth, symmetrical distribution. And again, we're going to go with asymmetrical distribution, putting more load on the foam roller by bringing one leg up. You can cross it, you can keep it in the air. Obviously, a little bit more ab work will be involved, but don't consider it as a workout. You still can keep the leg crossed or your glutes touching the floor. And other side. So you can slide, or if you feel like you're going to need more foam rolling benefits, get a little bit more weight by keeping your hips, your glutes off the ground. Okay, going lower, calves. This one I like to start with just sliding back and forth, and then get your glutes off the ground and roll back and forth. Again, one leg at a time for several repetitions. For ladies, it's very beneficial after wearing some high heels, after the night out or stuff like that. And for the guys, if you have a lot of running, a lot of jumping, that's a good thing to do as well. So again, symmetrical is symmetrical. Moving forward, we're going to go on a IT band, side part of our thigh. So start from the hip area all the way to the knee. We're really going to roll in this area nice and slow, trying to find hot spots if any, and really pay attention to them. That might be a little bit of discomfort for most of people, but hang on there. So again, from the hip all the way to the knee. Hip all the way to the knee. Make sure that you're going to stay on the side of the hip. The way to do it is making sure that your hips are both aligned in a perpendicular plane towards the floor. So no sideways, no crookedness like that. Nice and perpendicular hips, and your thigh will be foam rolled in the right area. Just like that. If it's too hard, keep one leg on the floor so you will distribute less pressure on that area because it could be sensitive. And switching sides. Here we go. From the top of the hip all the way to the knee. Top of the hip all the way to the knee. Just like this. Several repetitions. Again, if you're going to find any hot spots, please make sure that you're going to spend a little bit more repetitions, a little bit more time in this area. Next one, quads, front sides. Very simple. Lay down across the foam roller, from the area of the hips all the way to the knees. You can lift yourself up, or you can simply stay on your forearms and back at your waist by bringing your knees forward. So from the hips to the knees. And try to do one leg at a time, which could be a little bit more difficult, but still doable. Switch sides. There you go. Okay, next we're going to take care about our lower back. So for lower back, generally speaking, you want to pay attention to spinal erectors first, which is two muscles that are running along with your spine. So don't put the direct pressure on your spine, put the pressure on the spinal erector. So you have to be off-centered slightly over the center of your back when you're working in your lower back area. Because our spine is not that much protected in this area, unless your spinal erectors are two cables. Okay, so be slightly angled, work on the left side first, starting from the lower waist, lower hip area line, and then going up to the mid back. And then start doing it the same thing on the other side, just like so. Then you can try to do symmetrical. Again, if your spinal